Pranam students. So today we will discuss about some more important thing related to frame set tag. In the last video we have discussed about the frame set tag. You must have remembered that frame set tag is basically used to divide a browser's window in multiple frames, and in each frame you can display a separate web page as per your need, as per your choice. So with the help of frames you can view multiple web pages at the same time in browser's window. So last time we have discussed about the frame set tag. Okay, you must have seen the previous video properly, and you have understood the concept of frame set tag. In the last time we have discussed about that how you can divide the browser's window in two frames which will be of equal width, either horizontally or vertically. Okay, and so for those I have designed the two separate web pages with frame 1 and frames 2, and after that we have designed the coding for displaying these two separate web pages into separate frames in browser's window. So if you want to divide that browser window horizontally or vertically. Okay, so one more thing I want to tell you, that whenever you want to divide the browser's window, whenever you want to display multiple web pages in the browser window in different frames at the same times, so you will divide the browser window. At that time you no need to use the body tag. Okay, so by mistake I have used the body tag. So whenever you want to divide browser window multiple frames, directly you will start the coding. After head tag you will start the frame set tag, and then either if you want to divide horizontally the browser window in multiple frames, then you will use the rows attribute of the frame set tag. If you want to divide them vertically, then you will use the course attribute of the frame set tag, and according to that, then in divided commas the percentage of pixels as per your need, as per your choice. Okay, so body tag no need to use here also. Body tag is not required. Directly frame set tag. Okay, now one more thing that I have designed. Suppose HTML, and I am going to divide that's a header, then title, frame set. This will be the title of our web page. Then frame set. Because horizontally you want to divide. In the previous video, I have told you that if you want to divide a browser window in horizontally, then you will use the rows attribute of the frame set tag, and then in how many number of frames you want to divide, that you can write the width of the frame set tag either in percentage or in pixels. So you must remember I have written here that is 50%, 50%. For example, suppose you want to divide a browser window into two frames but not equally, then you can write 20%, and rest of the thing you need to write here 80%. But if you want that 20% that with the width of the first frame, then you can write here star also. Okay, so star means the you do not want to calculate that how much percentage width will be there for the second frame, then star means the calculation work you have left for the browser itself. So browser will calculate that after giving the width to the first frame of 20% of the whole window, that is equal to 100%. The rest, whatever the rest percentage will be there, that will be here. That will be the value of star. Okay, so in this way also you can give. Okay, I have told you earlier that the total percentage cannot be more than 100%. So 20% comma star means, that means a browser window is going to be divided into two frames. The width of the first frame horizontally, the width of the first frame will be 20%, and the width of the second frame will be 100 minus 20. That means whatever will be calculated, that will be 80% of that will be the width of the second frame. This is the meaning of the star here. Okay, so you can write in this way also, and after that rest of the frame, suppose frame 1, frame name attribute we will use, that is frame 1. Then src attribute, that means the complete path of the web page, that is whatever you have designed, that is frame 1.html, you will specify here. After that, frame name, that is frame 2. So it is very much important to give unique name to each frame of the browser window, because frame, with the help of that particular name, that frame will be identified in the coding. Okay, that frame will be identified by the browser, that in which frame you want to display that particular web page. So with its name, the browser will able to identify that in frame number 1 you are going to display this web page, in frame number 2 you are going to display this particular web page in this way. After that, I will close the frame set tag. Then you will close the HTML tag directly. So name attribute is also very much important. So whenever that means the coding, this effect of this coding will be there, that in the browser window will be divided into two parts horizontally, and the width of the first part will be 20% of the whole window, and the width of the second part will be the 100 minus 20, that means 80% of the whole window. That will be the value of star. And the first part, that will be the frame 1, and I have given the name to that particular frame, that is frame 1, and in that frame this particular web page will be displayed. In the second frame, that will be that name I have specified, the frame 2, and in this frame, that is the second web page, whatever I have specified the path of that particular web page, that will be displayed. In the same way, if you can divide a particular web page in multiple into 3 or 4 frames, you can also do this. For example, suppose second example I am writing here, that is HTML is head. So title, now frame set tag. Now this time I am going to divide the complete browser window into 4 frames vertically, and that is 20%, that is 20%, that is 20%, and then that is star. Okay, 20%, comma 20%, comma 20%, comma star. That means this complete browser window will be divided vertically into 4 parts. The first In the fourth frame, the width of the first frame will be 20%, the second frame will be that is 20%, third frame width will be 20%, and the fourth frame will be the rest. That means this plus this, and then subtracted from 100. Okay, so whatever value that we will get, that will be the value of the star. Okay, so after that, for example, suppose you have already created 4 web pages. Frame, the name attribute I'm writing as a name is equal to frame 1, and src is equal to, that is frame 1 dot html. That means this web page already must have been created, then it will be displayed. Okay, then frame name frame 2, frame 3, so whatever web pages you want to display in separate frames of browser window, that already must be created. Okay, so I am assuming that all these web pages have been created, to which I am going to display in different frames of the browser window. That means frame 1.html, frame 2.html, frame 3.html, frame 4.html. So all these web pages already must be created first, then you have to specify the complete path of these web pages, then it will be displayed in separate frames of your web pages. So this was the coding by which I have divided the complete browser window into 4 frames. Okay, so you can divide, or you can give the value of equal width of all the 4 frames, or you can give the different width of all the frames as per your need, as per your require, but the total percentage should not be, cannot be more than 100%. Okay, that sum of all the web pages, all the percentage, that width should be equal to 100. Okay, according to that. Okay, so next thing I'm going to I want to tell you that the name attribute of the frame, you can say frame tag is very much important. Okay, for example, suppose I am divided, you have already have seen that first web pages I have written here. Okay, so I'm designing it's I'm doing some changes in this web page, whatever I have created in the previous. Suppose I'm going to display, I'm going to do some changes here. That is frame 1 was that. After that, I will close the head tag. Then there will be the body tag, because this is the coding for the web page. So body tag will be used here. And after that, this will be the h1 frame web page. And after that, I'm going to add the anchor tag. That is anchor tag, that href. Here I am giving the path of the web page, whatever I am assuming that already I have created the frame4.html, and then I'm closing here. Then I am going to click here. Anchor tag will be closed. At the last, I will close the h1 tag. Okay, and then I will close the body tag, and then I will close the HTML tag. So I am assuming that this web page I'm going to display in this particular coding. That means I divided the in first frame, that is frame1.html file is going to be displayed. So in the browser window, such type of display will be there. That is browser window will be there into two equal frame. In first frame that will be displayed, that is frame 2, and second frame that will be display web page. Already we have divided, that is frame 2 dot web page. Okay, and then second frame I'm writing here whatever, that is frame 1 dot web page, and after that here we will display click here. So click here. So here there will be the link. Okay, so when I will carry the mouse pointer on this particular link, when I will click here, what will happen? The web page, whatever I will specify here in this particular frame, that is here also the name that you will need to be used, name is equal to frame as usual. Sorry. Assume that this is course. Okay, so frame 1 not html. So in the frame 1 I'm going to, in the frame 1 I have specified that it's frame 1 dot html file. So this web file is going to be displayed, and in frame 2 I specified a frame 2 dot html, that is this web page is going to display, and when this web page is going to be displayed, that is there. Okay, one more thing. Okay, so when I will click here, then whatever link I am displaying that I have here, that is this particular web page has been linked there, the frame folder where it is going to be displayed. So in that situation, I have to specify the target attribute also, that is target attribute of the frame tag, that is here target here, or I can write here that frame 1. What will the effect of that? That is, whenever I will click here, so whatever next web page will be open, that will be open in frame 1 on itself. That means this, that whatever web page that is frame 4 dot html, that will be open in this frame only. Okay, after clicking on this particular link. Are you getting my point? Because I have here, that is target attribute I was used here, that is target is equal to frame 1. That means whatever I will click here, that means whatever new web page will be open, that will be open in this particular web page. Okay, are you getting my point? But suppose in that situation you can also do this here. Here you can use, that is frame 4 dot html, that is web page is there, that is browser window is displaying here, and in browser window I'm using the cost, that means 20%, that is 20%, that is 20%, that is, so here frame 1 web page, click here, that is displaying here frame 2 web page. This web page is displaying. Here frame 3, this web page is displaying, and here frame this web page is displaying. So if you will click here, if you want that whatever new web page will be open, that should be open in this frame, that means in this framework. So what you need to do, you have to apply it here, that is target attribute, and that should be frame 4. So here what will be the effect of this when you will run this coding, that in this way the web browser window will be displayed, and here frame in this particular first frame, the web page which you have linked with the first frame, that will be displaying in this way. And when you will click here, after clicking there, you have specified the target attribute frame 4. That means when you click here, the new web page what is frame 4, that will be open on this web page. Are you getting my point? But you can see, you can see that already frame 4 is there, so you can write frame 3. Suppose frame 3 you have done some. So when you click here in frame 4, the frame 3 web page will also be open. Okay, so with the help of this is possible only with the help of the name attribute of the frame. Okay, so after clicking it, on which frame of which name you have specified, that then after clicking, the next web page is going to be open. Understood? Okay, so I hope that you all have understood. Okay, view the video properly and try to understand the concept whatever I have told you, and do the practical according to that. So that's all for today. Thank you.